Hello, I'm Rhett with Alabama Power Shoreline Management on Lake Martin. I'm here to talk about our permitting process a little bit. As you can see behind me, I have a temporary construction sign because we are on site at a recently permitted shoreline lot. What I'd like to tell you today is a little bit about our permitting process. Generally, it's going to begin when a shoreline lot owner or a developer contacts us, usually with a phone call, and request an on-site meeting to discuss their proposed shoreline activities, which could include bank stabilization, could include stationary docks, open boathouses, boat ramps, anything along those lines. And what we'll do then is usually meet the customer or the potential permittee on site, discuss their plans or their needs, and determine whether or not what they'd like to do meets our permitting guidelines. And if so, we'll help them fill out and apply for their shoreline use permit through us. And if you'd like to talk a little bit about the specifics of our requirements, as far as bank stabilization goes, there needs to be a need for it, meaning there should be some erosion present. And our preferred method is going to be the installation of riprap. Although we can permit other methods, such as poured in place concrete walls, wooden seawalls, sometimes they're whaler style with posts in front, stacked stone walls, which are becoming more popular, geostone block walls. It needs to be completed as close to the existing high water mark as possible, or within, say, 24 to 30 inches. Anytime we permit a wall of some sort as bank stabilization, there has to be a course of riprap at the toe. It's a requirement of our permit. And if the potential permittee is inquiring about building an overwater structure, such as a boathouse, stationary dock, something along those lines, what we'll do is make sure that they have the amount of shoreline needed to accommodate the proposed structure. And if so, we'll ensure that what they're looking to build is going to meet all of our size and length requirements. Those things are what we're going to look at first. If those requirements are met, we'll move forward and issue the permit and give the permittee up to 12 months to complete their project. If a permittee foresees that they may not be able to complete their project within the time period, which will be 12 months, just call us. Call us maybe a little bit in advance when you realize it's looking like, hey, I may not get it done, and we'll take care of it. Probably issue another permit, potentially extend the pre-existing permit for a very short amount of time. After the 1 year's time period is up, we would do what we call a closeout of the permit, at which time we would make a site visit, compare what's been built to what was permitted to be built, make sure everything was done according to the permit. We would remove our temporary construction sign and install a permanent triangular metallic sign with a specific permit number somewhere along the shoreline that's visible by water. And at that time, you're permitted, your structures are good. Just call us, if they need maintenance, and we can issue a maintenance permit, which will be no charge to the customer. As you know, Lake Martin's in-service date was December 31st, 1926, so it's an older reservoir. And anytime you have an older reservoir, there's going to be some older structures in the project boundary. And for that reason, we have a legacy permitting program. And what that does is it allows us to take a look at some of these structures, and in most cases we can permit minor maintenance, and if not, we can just work with the customer to address the pre-existing structure to a way that better meets our current permitting guidelines. An aspect of this legacy permitting program is we're doing some unilateral mail-outs, which in most cases is it's going to have a cover letter that's going to detail why you're getting this unilateral mail-out and the necessary steps to take after. Usually it's going to tell you no action is needed. Now if that's not the case, or even if it is the case and you have any questions, just call me. My telephone number is listed there in the letter, and I will help you understand why you've received this letter and what exactly it means. We're always here to help the customer. We want to make our permitting program as user-friendly and as seamless as we can. So please just call us if you have any questions, or if you look to make any kind of improvements along the shoreline or within the project boundary, and we will help facilitate that and expedite that and make it happen for you. And like I say, we appreciate you working with us and calling us, because we're here to help.